Hey, everybody. Today I'm talking about something that's very dear to my heart. Today's episode is called Thinking Time, and I love me time. I love my alone time. I love my thinking time, and I want to tell you about how I spent my winter break. So stick around. You're listening to Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast.
Welcome to Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast. And now your host, Meliss-Ep.
So a couple of months ago, it was the holiday season. It was cold. It was hot. I'm in Atlanta, so every day it's a different temperature. And people were out and about and rushing and stressed, and they had to buy gifts, and they weren't sure what they were going to do, and they had to buy food, and they had to travel. And it was a lot of hustle and bustle. And I love running my company. I love running my team. I love serving my clients, but it is a lot of work. Also, as an INFJ, I am the most extroverted introvert, but I am very, very introverted. And I could stay in my room or my office for hours and hours at a time without leaving, without talking to anyone else. I could sit in silence. I could think. I can strategize. That's why I'm a strategist. I love coming up with strategies, and it happens in silence. I'm introverted, and I use that as a strength, and I use it as my advantage. So what I did over the holiday season while my kids were spending time with their dad is I got a hotel room, a local hotel room that had an indoor jacuzzi, because you know I am chronically cold. If you've listened to enough of these podcast episodes or live videos on social media, you know that I'm always freezing. I'm always wearing layers and layers. I have a heater that's by my side. I'm usually with a blanket in my lap. And I felt like if I could sit in a jacuzzi, my life would be complete. So I got a hotel room for 4 days alone. I got to do whatever I wanted to do. I didn't even bring my car. I got dropped off there. And I spent the time entertaining myself and strategizing. I overindulged in alone time. And I highly, highly recommend, if you are running an agency or a company, or you're a coach or you're a healer, you know how important it is for self-care. I highly recommend that you put it on the calendar that you are going to take a staycation, thinking time for yourself. Get someone to watch the kids. Get all your meals prepared, and I'm going to walk through what I brought with me for my thinking time. So if you are going to self-indulge and overindulge on alone time and use it as a way to be very creative and inspired in your business, this could be you're setting time aside to write your book that you've always wanted to write, or create content, or figure out what's going to be in your signature offer. Sometimes we only need a couple of days to do that, where we're in our heads and we're not worried about all of the other responsibilities that we have. I got a dog sitter for my dog. My kids were occupied, and I brought a journal and a pen and a computer. I also brought my ring light and my video camera so I could record training videos, and I could record podcasts, so I brought my nice microphone. Of course, I packed a bathing suit and loungy hotel shoes. This way I can walk around the hotel when everybody else in the hotel is out and about doing their things. I could walk around in the atrium. I was able to go to the jacuzzi. I was able to go to the restaurant. It was really nice to just feel comfortable, like this was my space, my creative zone. I also brought workout shoes so that I could go work out in the gym that they had. Not bringing a car was probably the best thing I could do. It allowed me to be extremely resourceful. So I did go out one day. I actually took an Uber, which was nice. I ordered some food in, which was nice. Oh, and I forgot to mention to bring your flip-flops so you can walk around the pool in the jacuzzi without athlete's foot. I mentioned that because I forgot my flip-flops and I had to wear fuzzy socks, but that's cool. Also, comfy PJs. You want to be comfy. This is all about you. Self-care, self-indulgent. You can bring a face mask if you want. You can do whatever it is, maybe paraffin wax for your hands, anything that you enjoy. I want you to think about what you love doing when you are alone. If you know that you're going to have 24 hours alone, what is that first thing that comes to mind that you are going to do? Is it reading a book? Is it doing some arts and crafts? Is it anything else that you don't really want to talk about in public? Do whatever it is that you want to do when you're alone and bring that. Also, you want sunglasses so you can sit in the sun. There was a day that I brought my notepad, my journal, my pen, and I sat outside in the sun for 3 hours. I didn't talk to anybody on my phone. I just made ideas. I strategized things. I came up with new content that I'm going to be bringing out this year. I redid parts of my Marketing with Intention program. So make sure you have sunglasses so you can sit out in the sun and get your vitamin D. Hey coaches and healers, it's time to feel supported in your business. Head on over to our free community to get access to my best resources for free. I'm talking marketing tips, business strategy, mindset, support, feedback, and so much more. Join now at spiritualwomenentrepreneurs.com. See you there. Also, I packed my favorite tea bags and, of course, my mantra mug. I didn't want to drink out of paper cups that they have in the hotel. I wanted my hominess, my comfort, and that is definitely in my mantra mug with my favorite tea, which is Bengal spice. So if you're a tea drinker or even if you're a coffee drinker, bring some fancy coffee and bring a mug that makes you feel really, really great. Get a place that has a jacuzzi or an indoor pool and also offers you some free breakfast. This will give you more time to focus on yourself. You just got to go downstairs, get the food. You can bring it back to your room. You can eat in the cafeteria, whatever you want to do, or in the restaurant there. But then you have one less meal that you have to think of. And of course, make sure that they have Wi-Fi, because while you are self-indulging, this is also a time for you to think and to really move your business forward without any distractions. And if you don't have Wi-Fi, that is going to really mess up your trip. Taking care of yourself is really the best thing that you can do. So go for a swim, work out, sit outside, think, order food in. Make sure you get a small fridge inside your hotel. That will help. Also, bring some snacks, pack some snacks for yourself. My best thoughts happen when I'm alone, so try not to turn the TV on. I think I turned the TV on only at night, right before I fell asleep, just to relax a little bit before I shut it off. But for the majority of my stay, that TV did not go on at all. What I want you to do is think of a small project that you have that you really want to complete, and you keep putting it on the back burner. And you're like, I really wish I could get this done, but I just can't. There's always a distraction. As soon as I sit down to do it, I have to get up and go do other things or take care of other responsibilities. Or maybe you're working and you just don't have time outside of work to do what you really need to do, what it takes to build and grow and scale a business. So come up with a list of some small projects that you want to complete before you leave your staycation. Or you can make parts of a larger project and divide it up into a to-do list. This is what I did. I had 4 major projects that I wanted to complete. I did not complete all of them, but I did complete 3 of them, and I got pretty close to completing the 4th one. And I was able to strategize and brainstorm some things that I will be able to complete when I'm at home and have all of my equipment. So make sure you have any equipment that you need. I brought a stapler, I brought some highlighters, I brought my time cube, I also brought some books and some worksheets that I was working out so I could have lists and I could journal. And it really was the most amazing time, not only for myself to be alone and to take care of myself and my thoughts, but also because the most creative things come out of my alone time. And without the distraction, you're able to work for however long you want or stop and go outside. There's really no responsibility, so you get a lot done. It's that focus. It's forcing yourself to have focus that you might not otherwise get to do. So if you have never scheduled a staycation before, I highly recommend that you do. I hope this episode helps you so that you can schedule yours. And I will tell you, this is not only a once-a-year thing anymore. I used to do this only in December, but we are bringing this into my routine, my self-care routine, several times throughout the year. It is literally the best thing I could have done for myself and for my business, and I hope that you get to do the same. All right, I hope this helps. I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for listening to the Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast at www.marketingtipswithmeliss.com.
Oh, wait. Before you go, I've got a special invitation for you, so listen up. Join thousands of spiritual women, entrepreneurs, coaches, healers, and business owners in a cozy community to learn effective and aligned strategies to grow and scale your business through organic marketing and so much more. I'm inviting you to join my free community called the Spiritual Women Entrepreneurs to lift one another up in business, spirituality, finances, and emotional support. Visit spiritualwomenentrepreneurs.com. See you on the inside.